Hi, everybody. Welcome to my first stream. It's just me sitting here in a guest room. And what I'm going to try and do today is I'm going to try and thank all of my subscribers in a row. Nothing crazy about this stream. This is my first time trying it. I tried to hook up my DSLR all morning and I couldn't. I need a little extra device. But I just wanted to come on here and do a little challenge because it might take a little while. I'm going to thank all the public subscribers. Okay. So I've got a list here. It's not quite as many as I actually have naturally because a lot of people like to keep that shit locked down. They like to keep it secret who they subscribe to. But I'm going to I think about 900 people. So let's get going. I'm just going to get right into it. And afterwards, what we're going to do is I'm going to open the floor for any, I don't know if you have any questions or anything, or you want to chat with me, feel free. And I'll make a point to answer them. Thank you guys so much for 3,000. I'm almost there. I'm like 60 away from 3,000. What am I looking at here? Yeah, we are at 2,940 as of now. Okay, so I'm gonna thank all the people who are available. Hey, everybody joining. I'm just kind of introing this. I'm about to thank individually. I'm reading through my subscriber list, and I'm going to thank each person who's publicly subscribed. Okay, so you're going to hear some clicking, and I'm going to go through. I'm going to say thank you to everyone. Okay, it's going to be a bit of a thing. All right, so let me get hydrated here. Afterwards, we're going to have a little Q&A if you want to ask me anything about any of my videos or anything at all, and I'll do my best to answer. Okay, ready? Oh, and yeah, and in the description, I'm so broke right now. I have a support thing with my PayPal and my Patreon. If you want to join, what's up, Dimitri? If you want to throw me $1 or $2 for a coffee, I'm so goddamn broke. So anyway, we manifesting this thing to pop off at some point. But for now, I'm grateful for everybody I have so far. So let's do this. Thank you, Megan Giffen. Megan was my first. And for the first few, I'm going to talk about it because I appreciate the first group. Megan Giffen's a childhood friend, and that's so funny that she was the very first in 2013, at least public subscribers. Thank you, Megan Giffen. Liam Ball, that's my uncle. Thank you, Liam. Mac Loves Olives. Thank you, Mac Loves Olives. Thank you, Jonah Ross, classic high school friend. Haven't seen you in ages, but miss you, buddy. Thank you, Sam Pamonti. Day one, he's in the top 5. Let's go. Thank you again, Liam Ball. So he opened another account and subscribed as well. So thank you, Liam Ball. Uncle. Thank you, Alex Fekioru. Thank you, Jake Fair. Thank you, Bones. That's Megan's brother. Matthew, what's up, dude? And thank you, Jason Rode. Now on to the next page. I'm actually going to separate this to make it easier so I can see what you're commenting at the same time as thanking. All right. Thank you, Dimitri. I'll just thank Dimitri right now. Thank you, the talentless writer. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Alex Glutch. Yo, thanks, Alex Martins. That I'm getting to you. I'm going to thank you for the comment, and then I'll thank you when I get to your sub. Thank you, Alex Glutch. Thank you, Danger Bean 55. Thank you, Catherine B. Thank you, Heather Aberdeen. Thank you, T. Pats. It's my buddy Taylor. Let's go. Thank you, Michael Bowler. Thank you, Haunted Wi-Fi. That's the former comedy troupe that I was in. Let's go. Thank you, Gold Mask. Thank you, Hobbyists. That's a great web series that I directed. I got to say, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. Go to see it, Hobbyists, if you want. Thank you, Daniel Gatchell. Let's go to the next one. Thank you, Carter Pankowski, another close buddy in Hobbyists. Thank you, Julian Peterson. Hey, that's Jordan Peterson's son. He's a good musician. Thank you, Kalen Ottman, childhood friend. Thank you, Zunk Brown. Thank you, Vision Blurry 123. Thank you, Derek Lecky. Oh, thanks, Fabibi. Thanks, Corn Dog. What's up, y'all? Thank you, Kanye West. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are feeling generous, but I just want to remind anybody who's joining now, I've got a little support thing in the link. I don't think I can actually have it built right in. I don't think you can do donations right in here if you wanted to help a broke brother out, but I think I put some links in the comments if I can, or sorry, in the description if I can. Okay, let's keep going. Thank you, Derek Lecky. I already thank you. Thank you, Shruti Chandok. I know Shruti. Thank you, Annalisa Leah. Thank you, Zagrajmi Zed Roxy Lem. Thank you, Red Cross Knight. This is going to go long. Thank you, Fam Richards. Thank you, Blink Armiance. Thank you, Taylor Patterson again. Thank you, JM. Thank you, a bunch of Russian letters. I wish it's NPNHAPE little hat BKO. Thank you, Russian followers. Thank you, MIW Cheerios. Thank you, X814X. Thank you, Mascara and Razor 69. Mascara and Razors and OG. Thank you, Fishboy Genius. Thank you, Alex. By the way, we're doing this in order from the first subscribed, like the very first publicly subscribed to the most recent. So if you hear your name early on, that means that you can count them. I think we're at 40 right now. Thank you, Radical Idea Bro. Thank you. It's not Alyssa. Thank you, Dazergmeister Ibarra. Thank you, Mukes. Thank you, Genevieve Gortin. Thank you, Courtney Goodall. Thank you, Hey It's Cookie Tongueface. Thank you, Rhiannon Andrews. Thank you, Aaron Asteroff. Sorry if I butchered that. Thank you, Sean. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to butcher all sorts of names because these are usernames, so it's going to get a little kooky. Thank you, King Blackhead. What's up, guys? What's up, Ramen, White Persuasion? What's up, Corn Dog Brownie? Twins in the corner. You guys are all OGs. Thanks for joining. Once again, I got support. I just got a support link in the comments or in the description if you want to support me and give me some money because I'm broke. Thank you. Love you. No pressure though. King Blackman 69. Thank you. Thank you, Canna. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Will. Thank you. I try not to mumble. Thank you, Orky. Thank you, Conrad. Thank you, Zoe Kinsey. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, J Daddy. Thank you, Finley Goette. That's my cousin. Thank you, Finley. Thank you, David fucking King. Thank you, Dog. Thank you, Hippie Ghost Babe. Thank you, Max Bun Kitty. Thank you, Brittany Wilmore. Thank you, JT Abruzzi. Thank you, Louvain Lee. Thank you, Rick Grimes. Hey, Rick Grimes, thanks. I know you. Thank you, Monty. We're going to do a little Q&A after I'm done reading. If you guys wanted to ask me any questions about any of my videos or anything, I would be very flattered and I would be very willing to answer you after I'm done reading. So we've got about 800 to do. Thank you, Ghosty Op. Thank you, TikTok Monkey. Thank you, Nihilist Prom Queen. Thank you. Recipes. Nihilist Prom Queen. Thank you. Is that Brandon in the chats? Yo, Brandon. Yo, where's Brandon, yo? Send me $5 Venmo if you let me. That would be great. I'm Canadian, so I can only have a PayPal, and it's in the description of this live stream. I only have a PayPal. Thank you, Ramen. I really appreciate that. You've done more than enough already. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Well, I'm Canadian, so I can't have Venmo, unfortunately. Maybe you could do like a one-time Patreon thing if you want. Thank you, Ghosty Up. Thank you, TikTok Money did that. Thank you, Bratty, but a baddie _ Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Nuriel. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Keegan Tang. What's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you, Some Pasta Loving Bastard. Thank you, Eloise Ansel. Eloise Ansel, I'm guessing that is. Thank you. Thank you, Alex Marie. Thank you, Nathaniel Reynolds. Thank you, Morgan Perry. Thank you, Darkstream Echo 120. Thank you, Christian Madrigal. Thank you, Jada MCFP1. Thank you, Lena BMN. Thank you, Adriana. Thank you, Layla LB. Thank you, Christina D. Thank you, Daisy Lawler. Thank you, Sam Noble. Thank you, Chloe Johnson. Thank you, Earth2.amaya. Thank you, Fer de la Rosa. Thank you, NYXX. Thank you, Jasmine Marie. Thank you, I Am Groot. Thank you, Ellie Keaton ASMR. That's back in the so I got some ASMR subscribers for my ASMR stuff. Thank you, Sasha Soda. What's up, y'all? I didn't do you yet, Greg H. I think you'll be if you don't have your name as public, it won't show up, unfortunately. Here, I'm only doing the public ones to respect people's privacy. Yeah, I know PayPal bad. I'm sorry. It's because I'm Canadian. I can't physically have Venmo. PayPal's annoying. Thank you. Who's your daddy? Thank you, Tobo, Toboe. Thank you, Andrea Ray. Thank you, Shannon Burbridge. Thank you, Katie Andrews. Thank you, Shadowflower123. Thank you, Annalise, ! Thank you, Haylame. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Sadness is Me 78. I'm sorry to hear about that, but thank you. Thank you, Zaparty Man. Thank you, Diane Kim. Thank you, Sybil Emberly. Thank you, Bubbles. Thank you, Rasan 2011. Thank you, Rena. Thank you, DX. Oh, Downfall, but with X's as the O's and the O and the A. Thank you. Thank you, Ayumi Uchiha Owo. Thank you, That Weird Human. Thank you, BBH. What's up, y'all? Thank you for joining in, everybody. Hey, listen, I'm going to talk to you after I'm done doing this, but I just want to make sure I do this all in a row before I get to that. Um, ask any questions after I'm all done, and we'll have a little chat. Thank you, Masri. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Gumayuzi's Fried Egg. Thank you, Crystal Too Cool for You. Thank you, Distraction! Exclamation mark. Sup. Thank you, Sweet Sierra 95. Thank you, Octavia Jalen. Thank you, Wolf Horse Lover 1. Thank you, Christine Chakrin. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, Mills Porter. Thank you, I Love Sailor Moon. Thank you, Katie Evans. Thank you, Sleepy Bish. Thank you, Mukbang. Thank you, Miss Vendetta. Thank you, Disappointment. Thank you, Shay Cheyenne. Thank you, Alistair Ball. That's my brother. Why am I not subscribed to his ass? Let's go. And thank you guys for joining in, continuing to join in. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, we're about to hit 3,000, so that's why I'm doing this. We're about 60 subscribers away. So share the channel, share your favorite video on my channel with a friend right now, if you don't mind, guys. If you want, guys and gals and everybody else. I'm trying to get up to that 3,000 point. That'll be very satisfying. I'm also trying to get monetized, and we're about 300 hours away. So just binge my stuff, and I'll start getting some little, change, hopefully soon. One of these days. Your boy is broke. Okay. Thank you, Venus or whatever. Thank you, Evie Sue. Thank you, Jesslyn. Thank you, Lucy Baker. Thank you, Talia. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you, Nat. Thank you, Chantheon. Thank you, Moth. Thank you, Franz Josh. Thank you, Hannah Taylor. Thank you, Yup, it's Maddie. Thank you, Tatum Dolan. Thank you, Brendan Reed. Thank you, Jake O'Brien. That's what's up. Jake O'Brien's in the chat. I see him there. Thank you, Brendan Reed and Jake O'Brien. Thank you, Say Hart. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you, Karen Pamonti. What's up, Kara? I'm going to subscribe to Kara. I'm also going to subscribe to Jake. Thank you, Tribiani67. Thank you, Maya Support. Okay. And remember, I can only thank the people who are publicly subscribed. Okay. So it won't show up if you're not publicly subscribed, unfortunately. Thank you, Jake. What's up, dude? Thank you, Ross Oyette. I miss you, buddy. Thank you, Tricks with 2X's _ YT. Thank you, Froggy. Thank you, Jody Redgap. Thank you, Anthony Nelson. Thank you, Some Random Kid 73. Thank you, Sophie Ruby. Thank you, Hat6036. Thank you, Benjamin Persofsky. What's up, dude? Love you, buddy. Thank you, Tamaki's Bunny. Thank you, Julia the Black Lady 3491. Thank you, Anderson. Thank you, Audrey M. Thank you, Maya Joe Levline. Thank you, Draco Malfoy. What's up, bro? Why am I not subscribed to Draco Malfoy, dude? Thank you, Skydad. Thank you, Ferdinand Faring. Thank you, Majestic_Cow. Thank you, Jasmine Rodriguez. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Roxy Tate. Thank you, Destiny C. Destiny C with a colon. Thank you, Cody Clark. What's up, man? Thank you, Sean Adair. Thank you, Sam Shields. Thank you, Randy Ramirez. Thank you, Actually I Don't Know, or Actually IDK. Thank you, Emily Valpatic. Thank you, Crankin Clown. Thank you, This One's the Main. Thank you, Melisa DeBellin. Thank you, Pash. Thank you, Caleb Haynes. Thank you, Stinky Little Guy. Thank you, House 623. Thank you, Philip Lee. What's up, dude? Thank you, Sajoga. That's my boy Sam. Thank you, bro. I hope that's how you pronounce that. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you, Hello_Kim. Thank you, Nikki's Mind. That's Nikki. I miss Nikki. How are you doing, Nikki? Great visual artist. Okay, I hope they're in the chat right now because I just got here. Guy man makes 60 accounts and sub on all of them, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to get 60 more. We're almost there. Thank you, Trent Linkarski, and thank you, Alex Martins, who I guess we're talking when they were like both at the same time subscribed, or maybe that was when the Joel video came out. Love you, boys. Thank you. Right in a row. Thank you, Sile Fleur. Thank you, Gareth Roundtree. Thank you, Bad Strawberry. Thank you, Chloe Greeny. Thank you, Devin. What's up, Devin Kalo? He's been in my videos lately. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Gabe Hall. Thank you, Six String Thing. You were in here before, right? Thank you, Six String Thing. Oh, you were commenting earlier. Oh, thanks, Five Stripe Gunner. Gunner, I'm glad you liked that one. Yeah, that was it's interesting making those during the Oscars movies, because for me at least it feels like I'm such a perfectionist that I have to throw all that out the window. So it's a bit of a chaotic experience shooting it, but once you're editing it, you're like, hey, this isn't too bad. Thank you. I recognize it. Yeah, I recommend it rather. Do it next year. Joel's Oscar movie challenge. Thank you, Aubrey Reichert. Thank you, Sebastio Carrera. Thank you, D. Thank you, Morkael. Thank you, Am-Bush. What's up, Am Bush? You're an OG. I'm going to give you a sub, actually. Thank you, Alex Clifford. Thank you, Corey Stanley. Thank you, CJR Sayer. Thank you, Bruce Lang Reed. Thank you, Mr. Yes, quite. Thank you, Michael Capasso. Thank you, Polos God Prut. Thank you, Kakper Schmook. Thank you, Keen Murphy. Thank you, Charles Stone. And maybe that's Casper Schmutz or something like that. Maybe that's a different language. I'm not quite nailing. Thank you. Thank you, Charles Stone. Thank you, Simon Sakuras. What's up, Simon? He was just over the other day. Thank you, Brian Ramser. Thank you, Sparkle Cannon. Thank you, ICD Anything. Thank you, Nathaniel Ortiz. I will, Five Stripe Gunner. I'm doing a little Q&A after I'm done reading. I'll quickly answer you that now. I think I did 5 costume changes, and obviously you're running out of time because you only have the 3 hours. And yes, it is. I am actually just thanking all the subscribers, all the ones publicly subscribed. So if you're subscribed, I'm going to thank the chat as well at the end of this. But if you are publicly subscribed and you're watching this, I'll get to your name. Thank you, Michael Zetch. Thank you, Gareth Burton. Thank you, Super Voodoo. Thank you, Speedy Fett. Thank you, HQ. Thank you, Power Stars 101. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew Router. Thank you, Reuter, maybe. Thank you, Sebastian Rodriguez. I've seen you in the comments. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, Zlarabi Personal. Thank you, Ethan Annabelle. Thank you, Ryan Hayes. Thank you, Lewis Vanderreel. Thank you, Devin Zahn. Thank you, Ovarian Halitosis. Thank you, Harrison Butcher. Thank you, Casual Dress Friday. Thank you, Nick David. Thank you, Ted R. Ovarian Halitosis sounds like an ailment. Spac Eagle 17. Thank you. Thank you, Miko 848. Thank you, Andy Jones Music. Thank you, Rocket Lasagna. You're an OG. Is Rocket Lasagna in the chat? Daddy wasn't there. Well, Rocket Lasagna has been an OG, so thank you very much. Thank you, Marquee BS. Thank you, Joe Jam. Thank you, Tom's Video Hole. Thank you, Subterficial. Thank you, the Jajangmyeon. Maybe that's a different language that I'm butchering. Sorry, but the Jajangmyeon. Thank you. Thank you, Thembo. Thank you, Horror X Eyes. Thank you, SCR. Skirt. Thank you, Sam James R. Thank you, A Fool from Nowhere. Thank you, The Art of Tech Support. Hey, I've got a tech support channel. Subscribe to me. Sweet. Thank you, Dead Brain. Thank you, Callisto Hutich. Thank you, Kent Jones. Thank you, Sam Hodge. Thank you, Watch Me Awkwardly Play. Thank you, Vinny Farsheds. We are on 270, by the way. So I think we're going up to about 900 publicly subscribed. Thank you, Vinny Farsheds. Thank you, Droma Eosaurus. Thank you, Matthew M. Thank you, Johnny Dollars Animation. What's up? That's an OG. And I'm going to subscribe to you. I don't know. I haven't already. Thank you, Elias Hart Mason. Thank you, Death Blister. Thank you, Reba. Thank you, Datu Noob. Thank you, Adam De Benedictus. That's a cool last name. Thank you, Here Comes a Thought. Thank you, Jennifer Bowman or Bauman. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong, because you are great for the community. Thank you for always commenting and watching everybody's stuff. Thank you so much, Jennifer Bauman. I don't know which one, sorry. Thank you, Misha Rudder. Thank you, Taylor Douglas. Thank you, Zweeker. Thank you, Nicholas Andrews. Thank you, Alex the Alpha. Thank you, Alex Holmes. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Nicholas Andrews. Thank you, Alex the Alpha. Thank you, A Glasgow. Thank you, Sharon Gala. Thank you, Bames Jolie. Thank you, Doggy. I've got a little support links in my description if you feel generous today. If you can help me out monetarily, buy a coffee or something, I'd much appreciate it. I'm not yet a member or a partner with YouTube, so I don't think you can actually donate within the chat, which sucks. But I'm Canadian too, so you can only do PayPal if you're American, which also sucks. But Patreon's also there if you want to do a one-off there. Yeah, also got a lot of cool behind the scenes stuff on the top tier of Patreon, which you can get access to if you even if you wanted to cancel after 1 month, it's just $10 off the top. And then you can see all that stuff. It's like behind the scenes, gag reels, stuff like that. If you wanted to go to my Patreon and just drop $10 to check all that stuff out. There's a bunch backlogged. It's great. It's fun stuff. Thank you, Amazonite. Thank you, Like a Fox Studios. What's up, Michael? Let's go. I remember you subscribed when I think you were at like 30,000 subs. Now you're at 63K. That's great. You deserve it. Michael's great. Thank you, Redog101. Thank you, Flawn the In-Betweener. Thank you, Geodude PhD. That's a cool name. Thank you, the Michaela Project, I suppose, the Michael A Project. Thank you, Berwin Signs. Thank you, Claire M. Thank you, Teddy Estrada. Thank you, Cyber Scoundrel. All right, we're on 300. Thank you, Jono Daniele. Thank you, Julius Siopo. Thank you, Damian Quam. Thank you, Itchy Butthole. All right, nice. Thank you, Tom Floro. Thank you, Three Summers. What's up? He made the beat for the Dumpy Walk. 3 Summers. Thank you, Braden. Yeah, Braden. Thank you, Braden. Thank you, Marielle. Mariarel. Thank you, Tim Wilson. Thank you, Glean. Thank you, Alexander Antonson. Yeah, I was about to say this is a lo-fi guy listing names to study to, and so put this on in the background if you want. Get me more views. Thank you, Aki J. Thank you. Is this the life? Thank you, Frieza DBZ King 69. Yes, I say Z because I'm Canadian. Thank you. Thank you, Eric Salholm. Thank you, Issa. Thank you, the Dennis Ball Show. Okay, it's because we both have the last name Ball. You got more subs than me, Dennis. I will subscribe to you still. Thank you, Leah Green. Thank you, Eric Zander. Thank you, James Berkeley. Thank you, OSRS Band of Brothers. Thank you, Dorsan XY. Thank you, Permaculture Solutions. Thank you, Audrey Singh. Thank you, Daniel Tang Hall. Thank you, Ivan HU4. Thank you, Aaron Keel, childhood family friend. He helped me learn piano. His wife was my piano teacher, and he's the best. Thank you, Damon McLean. Damon McLean is a great actor. He's a very inspirational dude on Instagram. Cool guy. Thank you, Hajra Farouk. Thank you, Amanda McKnight. She works at Top 10 Nerd, which is where I had a job for a while being a host. Top 10 Nerd's great. Amanda's over there. Thank you, Morty. Is that the Rick and Morty? Thank you, Azzy. Thank you, Liam James Finch. Thank you, Guy Ross. Thank you, Miles Madsen Borden. Thank you, Taco Dude 314. Thank you, Joy Darkly. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for almost 3,000 subscribers. Thank you, Travis Callahan. Thank you, Martin K. Thank you, Finn Kittle. Yeah, lo-fi guy thanking people to study to. Thank you, Josiah Jarman. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, Evan Smith. Thank you, Michael Makarov. Remember, guys, y'all. Thank you, God. Let's go. I'm going to do a little Q&A after I'm done all this, so stick around for that, and we can chat. I'll answer all your questions in the chat, okay? And I'm going to thank everybody in the chat as well if you're not publicly subscribed. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, Evan Smith. Thank you, Michael Makarov. Thank you, Kyle Mkichi. Thank you, Francesco Felice. He's a great actor. He's in a short I made once. He's great. He's doing great stuff. I just subscribed to him. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Clea McCaffrey. Clea, let's go. I haven't seen her since I saw her at the gym the other day, but she's a high school friend. Great performer, stage performer. Thank you, Brittany Ray. Of course, Brittany Ray. What's up, Brittany? Yes, she subscribed when I visited LA the first time. That would have been May 2022. Thank you, Brittany. Brittany's the best. Thank you, Christina Q. Thank you, RDR. Thank you, Super Soaker. Thank you, Grand Runic. Thank you, Nick V. Thank you, Rohan Mahesh. Thank you, Adik Moose. Thank you, Just to Watch One Clip. Thank you, Fangirling and Loving It. Thank you, Fiery2T. Thank you, Albatross 743. Thank you, Karsten Frigo. Thank you, John. Thank you, Marina. I think that's Alex Martin's fiance. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, Atlas. Thank you, Joshua Dennis. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you, Juvenoia Sounds. Thank you, Sano Star. Thank you, Jabal Spectre. Thank you, Joseph Wiegert. Big Ben Ball Bash. Yes, let's go. Thank you, Peter. The Peter in Chongqing, China. Oh, you changed your name. Thank you. Yay. Thank you, Steady Drip. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Oh, Greg H, if you're still here, I see your name here. Greg H, you here? Thank you so much, Greg H. Thank you. Subscribed in 2022. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tazri Dali. Thank you, Andreas's Black Metal. Thank you, Wolfie. Thank you, Eric Tony. Thank you, Mr. Curvastimvig. Thank you, George. Thank you, 3MP3R0RD4N73. Thank you. Thank you, David Smiler, a random Kiwi from New Zealand. Thank you so much. I didn't just say that. That's actually in the name. Thank you, Nick Randiro. Thank you, Neocorpse. Thank you, Richard Plemons. Thank you, Phoenix Flame Knight. Thank you, Kate Thompson. Thank you, Horchata X Jethro. Thank you, P Bunker. Thank you, David Rahimi. Thank you, Hagler. Thank you, Samir Awale Films. Thank you, Julia Pope. Oh, just to watch one clip. Oh, that was you. Sorry, bro. Just to watch one clip. Thank you so much. Thank you, Danahan3. Thank you, JK. Thank you, David Sky. Oh, David Sky, what's up? Thanks, Dave Sky. Thank you, Michael Flores. Thank you, Maxi Gloob. Thank you, Justin Isaac. Thank you, Duncan Green. Thank you, Renee Tenho. Thank you, Racer Shane 21. Thank you, Rick Wampler. All right, we're about halfway through. Thank you, your local Slytherin. What's up? Probably subscribe from the Malfoy ASMR. Thank you, Matthew Avery. Thank you, 4377 Nguyen Ngoc Han. Sorry if I butchered that. I think that's a different language. Thank you, Far. Thank you, Shane Ditmar. Thank you, Elijah Chambers. Thank you, Self-Dest Button. Thank you, Cat Venture. Thank you, Samuel Copeland. Thank you, Trilon12. Thank you, Gerald Watkins. Thank you, Sean Walsh. Thank you, Hugo Paulo. Thank you, Carissa Fulgham. Thank you, Joseph Goller. Thank you, Jose Antonio Sandoval Noriega. Thank you, Silent Clown. Thank you, Mule the Donkey. Thank you, Caroline Returns. What's up, Caroline Cummings? Thank you, Be God. Be God, like B-E-E God. Cool. Thank you, Dejad K. Thank you, Light Candle. Thank you. It's a Russian name, but it's B. It looks like B backwards N H C T O H. Little temple icon E, omega symbol O, pi symbol T. Thank you. Sorry, I don't speak Russian. Thank you, Matsuda Ken. Thank you, SZABO, Zabo. Thank you, Emotional Queef. Whoa. Thank you, Emotional Queef. Thank you, Ian Van Buren. Thank you, Jaywalk39_7. Thank you, Mr. Smiley. Thank you, James Marshall. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Tim Chavez. Thank you, Trains on Tables with Zeds. Thank you, Inky T2. Thank you, Eon Finley. Thank you, Kears. Thank you, Nunn. Thank you, Stephen Jeffers. Thank you, Angela Kvist. Oh, I think she's from the film festival, but it was Angela. Anyway, thank you, Big Version of Crips. Big Version of Crips. Okay. Thank you, Sam Walsh. Thank you, Film Fungus. Thank you, remember me forever. Thank you, Ellie. And thank you, Haven Dizu. I don't know how to pronounce that. Thank you, Haven. Appreciate it. Thank you, Film Fungus. Thank you, you remember me forever. Thank you, S. Quinn Hoodless. Thank you, Miss Tree. Thank you, Shaggy59. Thank you, Nanolus. Thank you, Octopus21. Thank you, Your Epidermis. Thank you, S. Mon NUM. Thank you, Linus Berg. Stay tuned, everyone. We're going to do a little Q&A after I'm done these. We're about 2/3 way through. Thank you, Nick B. Thank you, Lena Sif. Thank you, Jacob Rathbun. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Earl Chisholm. Thank you, Matthew Jury. Thank you, Static Choir. Thank you, Bradley Chick. Thank you, Charlie Loveseth. Thank you, Simon Boucher. Simon Boucher, yeah, that's a big commenter. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Persian Leonidas. Thank you, TEKNIQS. Technics. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Esteban Farfan Requelme or something. Thank you. Did I just summon a demon? Thank you, Putin Stereo. Thank you, Malcolm McKenzie. Thank you, Tavi Cat. Thank you, Chilled Nico. Thank you, World War I Tim. Thank you, Nana S. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you, Power Hungry Lizard Man. Thank you. Thank you, Straw Monkey 99. Thank you, Danny Hand. Thank you, Butt Saggy. Thank you, Butt Saggy. Thank you, Bob the Monster 24. Thank you, Connie Likes Bread. Thank you, Hazard Flames. Thank you, Tristan Mecking. Thank you, Smug Dancing Hat Kid. Thank you, Nick Dragon. Thank you, Mikey the Llama. Thank you, Rafaela Teixeira. Thank you, Sam Essex. Thank you, Twinkle Toes. Thank you, Justin Yoho. Thank you, Blorp. Thank you, Mikey 100 Swim. Thank you, Doria Dewberry. Thank you, Eric Krozik. I know that's Polish. Sorry, Eric Krauzik. Thank you. Thank you, Elliot Jacobs. Thank you, Gunther Albert Fredward the Fifth. That's a cool name, Fredward. Thank you, AIM. Thank you, Matt Wyman. Thank you, Sick Fits. Thank you, Andre Seche 7. Thank you, Anthony Ketterling. Thank you, Kemi 520. Thank you, Alec L. Thank you, Despite Fallacy. Thank you, Chase Kangaroo. Thank you, Little Muffin. Thank you, Mark Grebin. Thank you, Burning Poker Chips. Thank you, Whale. Thank you, Guy Sequeira. Thank you, Caleb Harris. Thank you, Alyssa Brandt. Thank you, Christopher O'Rourke. Thank you, Dead Beard Ian. or Redbeard Ian. Sorry. Thank you, Redbeard Ian. Thank you, Nick Brindle. Thank you, Benjamin J. Arsenault. Benjamin J. Arsenault is a commenter. Thank you very much. I've seen you before. Hello, Coffin. Hello, Coffin. Welcome to the chat. Thank you, JK. Thank you, Mipper. Thank you, Nelson Jefte Vidal Morel. Thank you, Rohit Menon. Thank you, Lachlan Linder Ryan. Thank you, Manfroze. Thank you, Ben Venderlof. Loaf. Thank you, Unsigned Sage. Thank you, Suburb Scorpion. Thank you, Macy. Hey, thanks, Dog the Gamer. And thanks, Corn Dog. Fredward sounds like Squidward's cooler cousin. It's true. Fredward. You should join. You should follow Sethward on Instagram. SEF. Sorry, F. Imagine if we could just spell with sounds. SETHWRD. Sethward. He's a great performance artist, comedian. He's hilarious. Thank you, Locust. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Justine Crawford. Thank you, Josh Plandowski. Thank you, Yorick Brule. I've seen you in the comments. Thank you, Yorick. Thank you, Josh Ingersoll. Thank you, Smokey Bear 51. Thank you, Alphonse Alenius. Thank you, Chin Vanderverst. You have a cool profile picture. It's the album cover for that one album by Parquet Courts, and I love them. Thank you, Travis Heoka. Thank you, Drake Versteed. Thank you, Ray Alexis. Thank you, Rachel Parker. Thank you, Lord Revolver. Thank you, Amon207. Thank you, Ellock Wood 79. Thank you, Kai Mika. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, Mr. Doublebutt. Thank you, S. Hags. Lewis, no, you haven't missed your name yet. It's in here, but I can only do the public names, public subscribers, because if I were to do, I just don't want to, if anybody's private for a specific reason, I just want to protect people's privacy. So I'm only doing public ones. So if you're subscribed publicly, you'll hear your name, I'm sure. We're at 540 of about 900 or so. Thank you, Evo Games 03. Thank you, Credge Tech. Thank you, Celestial Station. Thank you, Eric with a little. Oh yeah, Eric, I've seen you before. EIRIK with a little hat, smiling face like that. Thank you, Daryl Lanceguard. Thank you, Carver. Thank you, Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi has been a big supporter since day one. Thank you, Enya. Thank you, Zeno Art. Thank you, Send It Subi. Thank you, Andrew FMs. Thank you, Lizard Man. Thank you, The Oz Devil. Thank you, Sia with a Lisp. Thank you, Cool Dog in brackets SE. Thank you, Gabe Brower. Thank you, Classical Crisis. Thank you, Alexander Bridges. Thank you, Kay Felder. And thank you, Slob with an asterisk. Thank you, username. Thank you, Skylarcore. That's a cool formatted name, Skylarcore. Thank you, James Doherty. Thank you, Jeremy Stillwell. Thank you, Jay Centeno. Thank you, Lucas Williamsons. Thank you, Callum Johnson. Thank you, Farid Arido. Thank you, Emre Coronel. Thank you, James McMacken. Thank you, Bailey Webner. Thank you, Christopher Kerr. Thank you, Bob Franks. Thank you, Omar Hassan. Thank you, Prod by Spaffy. Thank you, Ross McFarland. Thank you, Mark Ellis. Thank you, Jaded Sanchez. Thank you, Gloria Zafont. Thank you, Scrub Munch. Thank you very much, Scrub Munch. Hello, hi name. How are you? Corn Dog Brownie might be the coolest sub anyone's ever had. Hey, thanks, Bath. Thank you, Bath. I'm going to keep going. I just want to remind everyone I'm doing a little Q&A after I'm done this thing. If you want to ask me anything about my sketches, I'd always be flattered. And of course, I'd be happy to answer anything. So we're going to get there. In the meantime, I'm not a partner yet. Of course, I need 300 more hours. So share your favorite video of mine around and put them on a loop and try and get help me out there. But I appreciate you. Do whatever you can. I've got some support links in the description too. I don't like to ask for money, but I figured it's there if you care, if you want to, because I can't do it right in the thing here because I'm not a partner yet. But thank you. Those are all in the description. Thank you, Danny K. Thank you, Alec Dog 11. Thank you, Sage Stearns. Thank you, Gore Weed. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Ellie. You're in there. I see you, Ellie. Thank you, Ellie. I see you subscribed on November 17th, 2022. And I'm going to give you a sub right back. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Andrew Moncrief. That's my manager. Thank you, Bartholomew Gooby. Thank you, Wes. Thank you, Ollie Connors. Thank you, Treewaz. Thank you, Shakespeare. Thank you, Austin M. Thank you, No Limit Production. Thank you, Sarak. Thank you, Pranav Nair. Thank you, Zioth. Thank you, Marwan Farah. Thank you, Nate Rich. Thank you, Researching Profile. Thank you, Zaint Music. Yeah, thank you, Ellie. I saw your name in there. Thank you so much. Thank you, Zachary Scat. Thank you, Mr. Half Black 69. Thank you, Polly. Thank you, John Branch. Thank you, Jared Newman. Thank you, Rick Rome. Thank you, Matthew Bednarski. I'm going to read the rest like I'm a hockey announcer. Thank you, Spencer H. Thank you, Wild Lynch. Thank you, Pud. Put is on the ice. Thank you, Breeditor. Breaditor, like Redditor, except with the word bread at the start. Thank you, Halil Kellebeck. Thank you, Shunbird Falls Music. Thank you, Lee Davis. Thank you, Bishop Casey. Thank you, Joseph Jansen Chavez. Thank you, your mommy. Your mommy 3. Wait, no, your mom L33T. So that elite. I don't know. Am I just boomerly reading something inappropriate, not realizing it? I can't tell. Thank you, Poptree. Thank you, DeWill Power. Thank you, George, or maybe Jorge. Maybe that's Jorge. Thank you, Jorge or George. Thank you, Kyle Kalmbach. I think I've seen you in the comments before, maybe even in there, Kyle. Thank you so much. Thank you, Starlight Gaming Dash. Thank you, Spencer Ball. Hey, nice last name. Thank you, Fire King #1. Thank you, Lego Lose 2006. Thank you, her name was Sulfur. Thank you, Vasco. Thank you, Comrade. Thank you, Tohab Tom. Thank you, Harrison Train. Yo, let's go. Violent. There we go. I said your name in the guy voice. Thank you so much, Violent. Thank you, if that's how I pronounce it. Thank you, RJ Frias. Thank you, Jimmy 2. Thank you, Landon Cummins. Thank you, No Free No Kello. Thank you, Marvin Rojas. Thank you, Potato Trash Can 24. Thank you, Juan Lee. Thank you, Nicholas Mahini. Thank you, Lindsay Reynolds. Thank you, Tanner Wolf. Now I'm going more newscaster. Thank you, P. Thank you, TDC 1991X. Thank you, Carl Nelson. Thank you, Max Castile. I've seen you in the comments. Thank you so much, Max. Hopefully you're in here right now so you can hear your name. Thank you, Max Castile. Thank you, Fjord. Thank you, Nick Doyle. Thank you, Cadden Fair. Thank you, Steve J. Thank you, Audrey Uha. Thank you, Thiago Feltrin. Now I'm doing like a Dateline reporter. Thank you, Father Vulture. Thank you, Tarun Padmakumar. Thank you, Magnus. Thank you, Linnea. That's Linnea. I'm going to give her a sub. Thank you, Linnea. Linnea's the best. She's a wonderful photographer, portrait photographer. Thank you, Reeve Kemp. Thank you, Ashley Backman. Thank you, Kevin Nichols. Thank you, Chloe Pelletier. Yes, Cody Clark and Chloe are the best. New York gang. Thank you, Chloe. I'll give you a sub. Thank you, DJC604. Thank you, Matt Conroy. All right. What am I reading here in the chat? Oh, thank you, Haven. Thank you, Guyman 2. Get out of here, Guyman. Wow. Another sub. That's amazing. Kicking my feet. Yeah. Let's go to our board. Remember, everybody, I can only name you if you're publicly subbed, okay? So I will also be thanking the chat in this video at the end, but in terms of what's on the list, it'll only be if you're publicly subscribed. So check that. And hopefully I haven't already skipped past you. We're now in January 2023. So this is only subscribers who subscribed in the last few months. Okay. But I will be thanking everyone in the chat as well. Thank you. And I want to thank all my subscribers, of course, but I just don't want to be thanking people who, I don't want to be unearthing people who don't want to be publicly acknowledged as subscribed to me, right? Because I'm a liability. I understand that. Thank you, LB's Epic Tutorials. Thank you, Cupcakes and Witches. No. Oh, I'm an old man. Thank you, Cupcake Sandwiches. Okay. Now, bringing it back to the thing where you read out loud in class and you fuck it up in front of everyone. You pretend it didn't embarrass you, but it fucking ruined your week. Thank you, Mint Sauce. Thank you, Roller Coaster 24. Thank you, Hana. I think that's a Scandinavian name, and I think it's Hane or something. Thank you. Thank you, Hannah Miller. Thank you, Iris. Thank you, Carter Jansen. I've seen Carter in the chat before. Thank you, Nathan Music. Thank you, Reckon Wartooth. Thank you, Matthew Cron. Thank you, Fully Automated Luxury LGBT plus Transhumanist Space Leftist. I'm guessing it continues. It just goes ... It's a long name. Thank you. Thank you, Christian Weber. Thank you, Zen Alvarez. Thank you, Tim Metz. What's up, Tim Metz? A longtime subscriber. You got a great profile picture from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Thank you, Tim Metz. I'm going to hit you with a subscribe back. Thank you, Cyan Light. Thank you, Slender Banana 880. Thank you, Francesca Sudano. Thank you, Shug. Thank you, Smiley Fakemon. What's up, Alex Martins? Whoa, we love Alex Martins right back. That's okay, Lervanden. Maybe just do it now. We're trying to hit the 3,000 mark. What's an 8 gigabyte DDR4 stick? What are you talking about? Oh, thank you, Ellie. Thank you so much, Ellie. I appreciate that. We're trying to get it to go on TikTok, but I'm unsure if it'll happen. It had something happen. I'm trying to put all my stuff on. We're going to talk about it in a minute. I'm going to finish with this, and then we can have a chat. I'll update you on everything, and we'll take some questions if you want. All right. Thank you, Rob Someone. Thank you, Jade Watson. Jade's the best. If that is the Jade Watson I'm thinking of, I went to school with her. She's great, talented. Thank you, Bear Talk. Thank you, Itik Sen. Thank you, LBP Sack. Thank you, Josh Kirkby. Thank you, James Josipovich. Thank you, Aubrey Presley. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ian Chester. Thank you, Benjamin Giesbrecht. Thank you, Bubble O Bill. Thank you, Ebsilos Epsilus, or something like that. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph E. Kaufman. Thank you, A.O. Josa. Thank you, Bob Blah Blah 44. That's a multi-billionaire, Canadian multi-billionaire. Hopefully that's actually him. Thank you, Mick Graham Delane. Thank you, Better Life Ahead. Thank you, Alan Plum. Thank you, Asher Halperin. Thank you all. We have about 150 left to go. Thank you, Alex Thomas. Thank you, Cameron Odell. Thank you, Portal Pony. Thank you, Lucas Kind, with a T at the end. Thank you, Bobert 213. Thank you, Snakes Barbecue. Oh, you know, the D writing. Why am I writing D? I'm not writing D. I'm thanking people in the comments and in the description and in the subscriber section here. Thank you, Snakes BBQ. Thank you, Brian Hawkins. Thank you, Matt Longwell. Thank you, Samuel Patterson. Thank you, Diloct. Right. Okay. Thank you, Sam Comerford. Thank you, Wizard Mock 3. Thank you, Ben Halstead. Thank you, Nemi. Thank you, Nathan Lally. Thank you, Kimberly Deland. Thank you, Rodney Simpson. Thank you, G Kornhoff. Thank you, Martin Canessy. Thank you, Flash Jen. Thank you so much, Marcus King. Thank you, Ben Regan. Thank you, KF. Thank you, 6 a.m. Poems. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Apparetics. Thank you, Josh Winter. Thank you, Massive Dickhead. And I wasn't just saying that to you, Josh Winter. That's actually a name below you named Massive Dickhead. So thank you, Massive Dickhead, to the Massive. He's not a dickhead. He self-proclaimed it. It's just, it says that's his name. It's Massive Dickhead, not Matthew. Thank you, 6 Arandris. Thank you, Sparrow Noguian. Thank you, Scott Berman. Thank you, Skylar Matheson. Thank you, Ghettos. Thank you, Brad W. Thank you, Dan Houston. Thank you, Dark Void, spelled with numbers instead of letters for the most part. Thank you, Snatch King. Thank you, Well Garoa. Thank you, Ras Bros. Thank you, Kate Moore. Sorry for yelling Snatch King out in your face. Right in your face. Thank you, Afam. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I very much appreciate that. Ban Ban, yeah, I like the 2 syllables, and I don't hate it. I did when I was a kid, for obvious reasons. People make fun of me all the time, but I built a strong outer layer. Shell. Just kidding. I'm still super sensitive. Don't hurt my feelings. Thank you, 3VO Catty. Thank you, Damon Schwartz. Thank you, Liam Dude 5. Thank you, Joe F. Thank you, Steph Ka. Thank you, Eric Newmister. Thank you, Daniel R. Dowdy. Thank you, Baum, B-A-U-M. Thank you, Jake Mick 4. Thank you, Ann Fenn. Ann Fenn, it's a good family friend, and she's a comedy writer, comedy writing teacher at a school nearby, she's at a college nearby. She's great, talented. Thank you, Matt Shaver, my new buddy from LA. Thank you. He's publicly subscribed, so I can say that. Thanks so much, Matt. Makes some great stuff. Thank you, Eric Ross. Thank you, The Crippled Halfling. Thank you, James Miola. Thank you, Honey Booms with a Z. Thank you, 99K_Cashley. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Uber Cam. Thank you, Zero Galaxy Finkelstein. Thank you, Elliot Wakefield. I'm a hard cannabis with a stuffed goo inside. I mean, that's one way of putting it. Hey, Alex Martins, if you're still in here, I hope you had a great time in LA. Sad to see you had to go, but it's time for us to get together and make some stuff, right? Okay, stick around, y'all. I'm gonna do a little Q&A after this, right? Thank you, Rasmus Nielsen. Thank you, Allison Rolag. Thank you, Sean Dolan. What's up? Great stand-up comedian, funny TikToker. Met him out in LA. He's a good dude. Thank you, Adam Caudill. Thank you, Lily Sparkle. Yes, you come up, Alex. Yeah, dude, he's coming here, and I'm gonna be tired from. We were just back from Thailand, but I'm gonna fucking go. I'm gonna go insane mode. I'm gonna pull out all stops, and we're gonna make something crazy. Please do come up. You have a place to stay. Thank you, Adam Caudill. Thank you, Lily Sparkle. Thank you, Lucid P2. Thank you, Cheese. Thank you, Noah Sanchez de Tagle. Thank you, Eric McKeon. Thank you, Water Sauce. Thank you, Trevor Smith. Thank you, The Packer Goose. Thank you, Brandon Court. Thank you, Brinker Duo. Thank you, Levyland. Thank you, ET521. Thank you, Nathan Hiley. Thank you, Cyan Fuyade. Thank you, ISEM. Thank you, Arturo Caset. Thank you, Anna Days of Sodom. Thank you. Thank you, Guido Ferraro. Thank you, Jason Matthew. Thank you, Apara. Thank you, Dwayne Scott. Thank you, Kane Evans. Kane, I think I've seen you in the game as before. Thank you, Samuel Harper. Thank you, Jetman Sam. Thank you, Ira. Thank you, Stugs. Moving on here. Thank you, Dominic Pride. Thank you, Senritsu Jumpsuit. Thank you, Zedin Von Victor. Thank you, Wizard of Barge. Thank you, Noah Lubin. Thank you, Benjamin Hamill. Thank you, Multivitamin 5451. And thank you so much, Obey. Thank you, Merlin FR. And how could I forget? Thank you, Lindsay Flower. Thank you, Myphon Robo Shoes. Thank you, Jimmy Boheem. These are new subscribers now in the last month. Oh, thank you, Oh My Josh. Thank you, N8 Steez. Thank you, Gabriel Goes. Thank you, Kelly Hunter. Thank you, Mr. Spooky. Thank you, Ronald Noble. Thank you, Ryan Young. Thank you, Ben and Colleen Massey. Thank you, J Mignin1. JM. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Keegan Chamberlain. Thank you, Forsaken Acolyte. Thank you, W2TF TRH Peanut. I don't know how that even makes me. What the fuck? Trippeanut. Thank you. And thank you, A Brath, childhood friend. Great dude. I just rekindled, or I just met up with him again the other day for the first time in a while. We had ramen and he subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. Abe, you're the man. Thank you, Bobby Ingram. Thank you, Sebastian Torrente. Thank you, Jacobo Rivas. Thank you, Jenny Edison. Thank you, Freddy Gaming. Thank you, Alex. What's up, Alex? You're the man. That's Alex and Jim from Alex and Jim. That's Alex from Alex and Jim. And thank you, Josh Powers. And thank you, Akuma TWT, with a bunch of symbols after it, who just subscribed a week ago. Okay, that's it. So we did 823 subscribers. Y'all, I just read all of them. Oh, thank you, Noodle Dreamer. Thank you, Tom Mullins. My Thailand trip is May 23rd. I'm leaving, and I am trying to figure out a way to survive once I'm there. I bought my flight, but now I don't have any money, so I'm trying to figure that out. But I'm going to survive. I'm going to do my best. And let me see. We got those subscribers up. Let's go. We got 6 more subs since we started. Thank you, everyone, for sending us around. If you can, just try and send it to your friends and just send them your favorite video that I made, if you don't mind, because I'm trying to get those subscribers up to 3,000. Hopefully soon, and maybe even get monetized before I go on my trip, which would be great. It would just be satisfying for me. You know, I've been waiting for that. You need 4,000 watch hours within a year, and I have 2,700, or sorry, 3,700. So I'm 300 hours away within a calendar year. So I'm shooting for that. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, Thailand's going to be great. I'm very excited. It's for my brother's 30th, and I'm like, I can't really afford it, and I almost bailed. And then he was like really sad because he was like, I'm turning 30 and our cousin's turning 30 and he's coming too. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll go. Of course, I'm excited to go, but I was like, I guess I'll try and make it work. And lo and behold, 3 weeks away. I don't know how I'm going to make it work, but we're going to make it happen. And I'm sure I'm going to look back on this and laugh at how stressed I was. Lucky I get to go to Asia. It's going to be sick. Thank you. So everybody, hey, thank you. Early congrats on the 3,000. Thank you, Andrew FMs. A 3-headed cat. You had animated the intro. Oh, dude, a three-headed cat. What's up? You animated the intro to Davey D and Blue Raymond. What's up? Thank you for doing that. You did that pro bono. That was so nice of you. That's one of my favorite things I've ever even like had at the pleasure of creating. I mean, you created it, but I love that intro. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on Haunted Wi-Fi's page, the Haunted Wi-Fi channel. That's my comedy troupe before I went solo, and it's it's the Adult Swim hired us to make this video. It'll be one of the top viewed ones if you want to take a look. And the intro, Three-Headed Cat made it. They just animated the whole thing for us. We sent them assets and they put it together. So it's amazing. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Global Traveler. Yes, I did my best. I read through the 800. I would have done the 3,000. It wasn't that, but like they're not all publicly subscribed, and I wanted to respect people's boundaries there. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Corn Dog. I appreciate that. White Persuasion, Thailand. It's because I went on a big Europe trip in 2017, and I didn't. And we wanted to go somewhere else, and I'd been to a lot of places in Europe. Luckily, I'm so lucky to have already done that. But yeah, so we were like, let's go to Asia, and Thailand is very cheap once you get there, and it's a beautiful place, I've heard, and I'm really interested in checking it out. So that's why. And it's my brother's 30th and my cousin's 30th, and so we're doing a special trip. If you're going to Bangkok, look up the Smoking Pug BBQ killer. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna write that down. Smoking Pug BBQ in Thailand. I will. I'm going to check that out. Exclamation marks. If anybody wants to ask me any questions about anything that I do, create anything, as long as if it's too personal, I might skip it. But if it's anything in terms of like production or how I do what I do, or interests in like how things go or how I view the world or whatever, ask it in the chat now, and I'm very happy to answer you. And I'd be very flattered if anybody was wondering anything like that about me. You got a call from my grandma. You know what? I have a few more people to thank. All right. So I'm going to do the patrons first. Okay. So these are all the patrons who are subscribed, who are currently active. Actually, you know what? I'm going to thank I'm going to thank just all the people who have ever donated to my Patreon. Thank you, Jake O'Brien. Jake, childhood friend. He's close friends with my little brother. Wonderful dude, so supportive. We meet up for beers every once in a while. Just saw him a couple weeks ago. He's the best. Thank you so much, Jake, for being a patron. Thank you, Coffin, for being a patron. You're the best. Always some of my favorite comments. I like how you reply to your own comments and it just gets chaotic in there. It's always fun. Love that. Thank you, Retrofade. I think you joined me during one of the Gus and Sven Johnson streams. And thank you for jumping on the Patreon. That was awesome. I won. I did work for that. I did win a game of Knob for that one, but you stayed true to your promise. So thank you. Thank you, Elementia Studios. I really appreciate it. You're in the producer gang, so your name is at the end of everything. Thank you, Lewis Smith. I think you are in the chat right now, and I really appreciate it. You're seeing all the deleted scenes. You always comment on all my stuff. I really appreciate that. It makes a huge difference for me. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Hamlock. Thank you so much. You're part of the Special Features gang. That's very, very sweet. So you're getting my my monthly updates, which I'm just realizing I haven't done one for April, but I will. Thank you, Brian Kirst. I really appreciate it. Thank you for jumping on. Thank you, Ainge. That's my little brother's nickname. Thank you, Ainge. Thank you, Corn Dog Brownie. You're in there. Thank you for being a patron. I really appreciate it. It makes all the difference for me. You've been a patron for a while, and you're in the deleted scenes gang, and I couldn't be more grateful. So you've seen all the bloopers and stuff. Tell everyone in the chat how great it is, right? Everybody wants to get involved. Everybody wants to see the deleted scenes, right? Isn't that right? All right. Thank you, Oliver Kinsella, for the deleted scenes. Let's go. You're in the deleted scenes gang. Woo. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Cody Clark. Cody Clark, huge supporter, great filmmaker. Thank you, Joel Wheeler. Thank you, Joel Wheeler. Has been part of it for a while. I'm not sure if he's still in or not. Doesn't matter. Anybody who's ever signed up for my Patreon is a friend of mine. Thank you, Julian, my older brother, Julian Ball. Very supportive guy. Thank you, dude. Love you. And same with Ainge. Love you, buddy. And thank you, Arthur J. Downey Jr. He's a longtime supporter. I think he's not on the Patreon list anymore, but he was for a while, and he got all the deleted scenes stuff, and he's very supportive. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you, Taylor Patterson, my good, close buddy, one of my best pals in Toronto, and collaborator as well. We've worked on a lot of stuff together. Very funny, very talented guy. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam. Oh, you know who you are. I'm not going to say your last name because you decided to go with Adam, and I'm not going to say it. But you're the greatest. I miss you, buddy. I'm going to see you soon. And thank you, Natalie Dale. That's my stepsister. She's the best. Thank you so much, Nat. I think she was the first patron, and she's still with. Super supportive. All right, now I'm going to read through the comments, and I want to thank all you guys here in the comments. Have I tried the Cocoa Rust Krispies? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go question. I'm gonna answer all questions. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat now, and I'm gonna try and answer them in order. If you have any, if you don't, that makes sense. I mean, I'm not that interesting, right? That's when you're supposed to say, no, you are. Okay, I'm gonna look through, and I'm gonna thank everybody in the chat from the very beginning. The Talentless Writer, thank you, buddy. He was one of the first guys who I met in LA, and I love Dimitri. He's the fucking best. His content's awesome. So bingeable. Go check out the Talentless Writer. Thank you, Alex Martins. Alex, my fellow Canadian creator. We've made a couple videos together. I went out to Windsor to meet with him. He's about a 3-hour train ride away from Toronto, so I went out to visit him. Alex is so supportive, so funny, so great. Thank you, Duck DUK. Thank you so much for joining the chat. And I've seen you in the comments before. Thank you so much. Thank you, Corn Dog Brownie. You've been around for longer than I can even remember. I'll always remember that. Thank you so much for sticking true. Thank you, Fabibi. Same with you. You've been a follower, a subscriber for a while. Thank you. Thank you, Ramen Denominator. You're all over the place, Ramen. You have the top comment on so many videos. Everybody knows Ramen. Ramen's the best. I see you all over the place, Ramen Denominator. So thank you. Thank you, Chain Sauce. Thank you so much. Thanking all the subscribers as a whole. I didn't see that before. Thank you, Chain Sauce. Thank you, Lur Vanden. Thank you so much, Lur Vanden. You have a very recognizable profile picture. I always notice those two little figures. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Twins in the Corner. Huge OG supporter. Appreciate you. You make some great stuff as well. Thank you, White Persuasion. What's up? You've been around for a long time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you, Greg H. We thanked you in the subscriber count, but I'm also going to thank you here. Thank you, Greg H. You've been around for a long time. The Guy Man, thank you. Thank you, the Guy Man. You have also been an OG. I mean, it's hard to imagine, think of who was earlier. It doesn't really fucking matter, but I remember all these names from what feels like the very start of my channel. Thank you, Five Stripe Gunner, and thank you for the compliment about the movie. Thank you, Ghettos. Thank you, Ronald DiMano. Thank you, guys. Thank you, gang. Thank you, Lelouch. Thank you, Alex Holmes. Oh, that's Alex. There you are, Alex. Thanks, Alex. Thank you, Ronaldo DiMano. I thanked you already, but thank you twice. Thank you, the Peter in Chongqing, China. I think that's how you pronounce that. Thank you, the Peter. Peter. And thank you, Steady Drip. Thank you, Just to Watch One Clip. Thank you, Ellie, again. Thank you, Haven Deziu. I wish I knew how to pronounce that, but thank you. And thank you, Coffin. I thanked you already, I think. I did, but I thanked you a bunch of times because you're all over the place. You're on my Patreon list as well. Thank you so much, Coffin. Some of the best comments in the game. Thank you, O-Dog the Gamer. Thank you, Lewis. Lewis, I thanked you in the Patreon list as well, but there you are again. Thank you, Name Neiman. You DM me sometimes, and that's very nice. I appreciate all the love and support, Name. Thank you. There's Jake O'Brien again. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, Bath.L. Thank you, Ronaldo Dimano. I already thanked you, but thank you 3 times. Thank you, Global Traveler. You also OG. Thank you so much. Thank you, Violent. Thanks so much. I love your profile picture. That's funny. Thank you, The Guy Man 2 Cruise Control. Hey, that's the sequel to his first channel, which I think he just made. Thanks, The Guy Man. Thanks, Torbort. Thank you, Corn Dog Brownie again. Thank you, Groovy Walrus. Thank you so much. And there we have some repeats here, and we have the gang kind of just in the chat and make sure. Thank you, Afam. Ifesinachukwu. I wish I was better at pronouncing that. It sounds like a sick last name, and if only I was cool enough to pronounce it. Thank you, Tom Mullins. Thank you very much. You've been a big supporter for a long time. I always appreciate your genuine support. Thank you, A Three-Headed Cat, for creating the Davey D and Blue Raymond intro. That's crazy that you did that, and pro bono as well. You're a legend. I'm surprised. I'm so grateful to have you back in the chat now, because we talked about that a lot. We were like, whoa, that was a big deal. We didn't have a lot of money to make that web series or that pilot, and you came through and made us a great title sequence. Amazing animator. Thank you. Thank you, Groovy Walrus. Thank you so much. And Bames Jolie, thank you. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me get back at that. Peter 5.0. What's up, Peter 5.0? You're the best. I've seen you for a long, long time. Peter's also an OG, Peter 5.0. I've seen you on other comment sections as well. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you, Ronaldo Demano. Again, there you are again. I said your name like 10,000 times. Yo, Drudel, what's up, man? Thank you, bro. Drudel's the best. Thank you, Drudel. Drudel makes some cool music. I think. Is that right? Or am I mixing up the YouTube homies? No, I think so. I mean, everybody makes a bit of music right here and there, right? Thank you, Failstar. You've been around for a while. Thank you so much. Thank you, Fabibi. You're the best. Thanks so much. Thank you, Sebastian Rodriguez. I said your name as well in the live streams help with watch time. That's awesome. Yeah, isn't Drudel on? Drudel's. Yeah, did I get that right? No, am I wrong about that? I'm mixing up my YouTube homies. Sorry, y'all. Oh, maybe I did do it right. Okay. Thanks, Jack Whitaker. Jack Whitaker, thank you so much. I'm gonna thank everybody in the chat here because I'm just too grateful. Just too grateful. It's fun doing these live streams. Yay. All right. Okay, so anybody have any questions at all, you can drop them here if you want. I saw one. Cocoa Rust Krispies. Oh, yeah. Okay, somebody messed up here. Let me just see. Okay, we're going to go all the way up. Have you tried the Cocoa Ruspies? No, I haven't tried the Cocoa Ruspies. Unfortunately, Russ, who bought out Krispies, as you all know, from Stephen Rice, he bought it out and then he started the cocoa side. But you are unfortunately naming it wrong. It's not Cocoa Ruspies. It's Cocoa Krispies by Russ. When it's the flavored one, they put his name last, so it's like Cocoa Krispies by Russ, like started by Russ. And Russ, yes, is still running it. Running the game. He's running the show. He's running the Krispies show. Thank you, Drudel, for the congrats. How did I learn to do my impressions? You know what? I think it's like a psycho urge to pay deep attention to like social cues in people is how I get my impressions, because I don't sit and practice them very intentionally. I just kind of go around the house making noises and talking to myself a lot. And that's how I come up with a lot of my videos and how I not perfect, but get better at my impressions. Is I tend to be, I've had friends notice and stop me and be like, you're observing right now. Meaning like while I'm talking to somebody, instead of, I don't usually do this with my friends, but with just a person I run into on the street, sometimes I'll go into like a trance without realizing, or I'm just focusing on their mannerisms. And I've been caught a few times where somebody's like, I just saw you scanning that person's face like you were not listening. And I was like, huh? And I for some reason, I guess I just have this urge to pick up on people's cues, and I'm fascinated by that kind of thing. So that's how I do my impressions, I guess. I just have this like interest in the way people work and how they carry themselves and stuff. That's always fascinated me. Thanks for the question. What does it feel like to surpass Haunted Wi-Fi and subs? Yeah, I surpassed Haunted Wi-Fi and subs. That was cool. That was, yeah, because I mean, we worked really hard to get Haunted Wi-Fi up to that many subscribers, and it was going pretty fast, which is kind of why it was a bit of a downer to have to abandon it. But yeah, that was fun. It's really nice to have a channel that's just kind of creeping up in subs all the time. So that it was cool. You're competing with yourself on YouTube a lot of the time. When you can successfully not compare yourself to others, you tend to end up comparing yourself with yourself, which is less painful and stressful, but it's still sometimes, like, if you're a YouTuber, you'll know that YouTube Studio has like a system where it ranks your video's performance based on the last 10 that you've released. So when you put up a video, you want it to be 1 out of 10, which means it's your best video by this time after it has been posted in relation to the rest of the video. So if you posted it an hour ago, then it'll show the view count for your last 10 videos within an hour and see where yours ranks. So it'll bounce around, or it'll sometimes premiere at 10 and you'll be like, fuck. And everything goes gray and all the like check marks go away and they go to down arrows with a gray down arrow. It really bums you out. But then sometimes it springs up because the thumbnail is really good, or it just needed time, and it goes up and it turns green again. And so I don't know why I'm on this tangent, but I guess what I'm saying is you tend to be competing with yourself on YouTube. That's why it's designed. And I'll find myself looking at my top 10 and I'll just be like, what am I like? Why am I mad? Why am I like, fuck, it didn't beat that one? It's like, I also made that one that's like, that it's competing against. I'm like, shouldn't I just be happy that a month ago I got that many views? Yeah. So yeah, that was fun. Some criminal side eye. Did hit you with that one? Yeah, let's do some. Yeah, it's Cocoa Ruspies. Russ bought out Krispies. Yeah, yeah. So Cocoa Russ. Cocoa bought out. Oh, Cocoa bought out Krispies. Oh fuck, I didn't know that. Seriously? How do I make my hair look so good? Oh, that. Thank you. I don't know. I just sometimes it looks like shit, and today I just have a little. I have some product in it. My hair falls kind of into a bowl cut if I don't do that. Maybe I'm kind of a little too obsessed with it. That's probably why. What was your favorite TV show as a kid? Favorite TV show? Probably SpongeBob. Probably SpongeBob. And I got to meet Tom Kenny through Joel Haver back in September. Thank you for that, Joel. Fourth day being in LA, we went to a luchador wrestling match with Tom Kenny. And it was the first time meeting Churdleys, or second time maybe, but like properly hanging out with Churdleys too, which was crazy. And Sir Spence, who's a great guy too. And all of us were I was just like, it felt like a dream. I was like, I couldn't focus. We were just like drinking beer. Tom Kenny's right there. Like, yeah, he was the nicest guy ever. Joel and Trent, we were all there. It was amazing. It was my fourth day in LA. And I was like, this is crazy. So, I mean, to answer your question, probably SpongeBob or Family Guy. But there was also, as a kid, what's another good show? No, I was very influenced by animation, actually. Yeah. In terms of comedy. Yeah. I would say SpongeBob. I have to. I just have to. Thank you, Peter 5.0. So deliciously absurd. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Sebastian Rodriguez, for the comment. Love my videos. Thank you. Ellie, do I actively try to come up with funny ideas, or they tend to come to me? I tend to, it used to be a bit more intentional, but I've been doing weekly shorts on this channel for like a year and a half, and on Haunted Wi-Fi for another year or so before that. So it's been like 3 years of every week thinking about an idea. So I usually have a backlog if I'm like having a bad week or I'm like, don't feel very funny. But I also am just finding it easier to just know what ideas will do well as videos, like where I can be like, oh, okay, I can see myself I can make that. That's a lot easier. That's more of an instinct that comes to you. So I don't know if the ideas get better, but my critical mind relaxes after a while. And eventually I'm able to be like, even if that joke normally I would have been like, not good enough. Now I will be like, I'll just keep that there. And then the next day I'll look and I'll be like, actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that one. So I write everything down and I voice note even when I'm with friends, and it's very annoying actually, but I have to, and it's what I do. But yeah, they'll come to me in my crazy, insane mind when I'm sitting alone sometimes, or smoking weed or whatever. This might increase my watch time. Yeah, we'll see. Much love, Bames Jolie. Have you done me yet, Ben? Thank you, Jack Whitaker. Yeah. What camera do I use? I use the Sony A7 III. Oh shit! I use the Sony A7 III. I'm not a gearhead at all, and in fact, I'm not really a cinematographer. I'm learning as I go. I usually, with my bigger projects like Anxiety Boys or the pilots or anything like that, I will get other people to film because it's not necessarily my favorite thing. But when I'm filming alone, I'm grateful I have this camera that is really nice quality, and yeah, it's great. The Sony A7 III. Matthew McCleskey, what's up? We're doing questions in here if you want. Yeah, dude, I compete with myself too. No, it's insane. Oh, okay. So another question by Coffin. How's Russ doing? Yeah. Him and that weird cry, dude. I mean, he's aight. He's aight. He's still on the Republican side of stuff. He's yeah, for those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, Russ Krispies, the sketch, and at the end you meet Russ, who owns Krispies, which is what they've always been called. So many people call them Rice Krispies. I don't know what the fuck people are thinking. It's a Mandela effect thing where basically everybody says Rice Krispies. They're just remembering when Stephen Rice owned Krispies, but years ago, Russ bought Krispies, so now it's Russ Krispies. But still, people seem to call it Rice Krispies. It's just not right. So Russ, that's Russ. He's the owner of Krispies. He's great. He's doing okay. He's doing okay. That's what I'll say. My lunch break is over. Back to work. Okay, Drudel. Hey, thanks, dude. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Get back to work there, Drudel. Yeah, Matthew, I'm constantly competing with myself. It's so silly how hard you go kind of like against yourself until you stop yourself and go, why am I mad at my past self for outdoing this video that I recently made? Honestly, that has something to do with I don't have a video this week is because I've been overwhelmed for the last couple of weeks. I released an old video last week, and this week I shot something and I've just been having a hard time cutting it together. But I'm really happy to be doing this and connecting with all you guys. I'm glad I thought of this. Your comedy can be kind of surreal, like If the Detectives Followed Orders video. What influences that side of your comedy? I think probably what influences it is like this pessimism deep down that maybe not in like a grumpy way, but like a baseline pessimism of just story structure feels done, I guess, to me. And also when I watch movies, whether I'm doing it out loud or whether I'm with company that would prefer I didn't, I will be breaking it apart, like in my head, making jokes every time there's like a serious moment. I'll probably be thinking like, what if that went off the rails or something like that. So I'm spoofing movies a lot. And I guess where I ease into being more serious when I'm making stuff, I find that it's like the easiest and the most obvious move for me is to like break through the format of what I'm doing. And I love movies too. So like I think like I've got a DVD tatted on me. I can't show you because I'll have to take my shirt off and you'll call the police. But I have a tattoo of a DVD here because I love DVDs and that era of movies. You know, back in the early 2000s when everything was just kind of, like fucking whatever, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, like those dudes just like running the shit, and like Jack Nicholson was still doing shit, and like just kind of that era. Ridley Scott, and so just like I like putting big scores into stuff and like playing with the format of movies of like the credits, and that's what you noticed in that detective one. I don't know. I don't know though. Otherwise, I think it's just like an instinct. Peter, it's 3 a.m. so I got a zonk, but hoping you monetize ASAP. Thank you, Peter. Sorry, I'm sure you're gone now, but thank you. That stupid hair. Imagine if your whole soul lived up in your hair. That would explain a lot about bald people. That's stupid. Fabibi, bald guy here, and I can confirm we have no soul. Oh man. Tom Kenny really is awesome. Yes, I saw him online meeting fans, and he just exudes a generous warmth. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Tom Kenny's the best. He was like a dad. The way I felt, it was like he was the dad at a birthday party, and he was like as into the thing that the kids were doing as we were. Even though it was us joining him at the luchador match, he's so interested in luchador wrestling, Mexican wrestling. I got to make a thesis now. Thank you, name. Cool. Thanks for of course, Helly. Coffin, what's up? My persuasion, big brain. Let's go. Russ needs to get cancelled. I think that is very true. Russ needs to get cancelled because he chose the wrong side of history. It's a very, very, very true. Is it worse if I do it without the mustache and the hair or with? I can't tell. Yeah, I know. Seriously, it's screw us for doing well in the past. It pisses me off. Bye, corn dog. Thanks, everybody. Russ gets retweeted by Elon all the time. I know, seriously, bro. He lets him on Twitter too. I don't know why he's letting Russ from Russ Krispies on Twitter, bro. He like bought a fucking checkmark the other day. That guy sucks. Yeah, Russ gets retweeted. Yeah, I got myself a Kodak Pix Pro AZ 521, but I'm struggling shooting night takes. Night takes? Do you mean like low light? And yes, Coffin, I have seen Whitest Kids You Know. Do I give you that vibe? I sometimes think I might. I haven't religiously watched them. I haven't been like very into them ever before. But oh, thanks. Who sent me a PayPal? Oh, thanks, Justin Zotterer. Thank you. Wow, that's very nice. You just sent me some money. I appreciate it. If you all, if anybody is feeling generous and isn't also broke, I have a couple links for support in the description. I would really appreciate it. No press, but I would appreciate it. And thank you ahead of time and appreciate it and thank you. I've already gotten 6 subscribers off of this, so I feel very good about that. Oh, I don't know Slow Jerk. I've heard of that sketch a lot. The recent one was that the? Oh yeah, this. The yes, he did it. I want you to know that my friend and I quote that I'm gonna have to cancel you for that. Yes, Jack, that's sick. Yes, I'm gonna have to cancel you. You're gonna get cancelled. Everybody in the chat right now. Totally cancelled. Because what? What are you gonna do? Huh? You're gonna join my live stream and they're gonna ask all sorts of questions in here. As if I'm just open, ready to answer the questions, as if you don't even care about what I have to do later. Cancel. Like, cancel right now. Come on, guys. Seriously. You're just making it easy now. And a cancel. Like, screenshot and a cancel. Yeah, sorry your name, but there's a cancel. Oh my god. Yeah, Wise Kids You Know is a huge part. I'm sure they're indirectly a huge part of my sense of humor. I discovered them when I was older for some reason. I don't know. I was all on over YouTube and Comedy Central and stuff when I was younger. So I'm surprised I missed them. But oh, my fans. Okay, so we're gonna decide this now, y'all. We got 27 people in the chat, and we're all fans. We've got fans, the Ben Ball fans here, and so we're gonna be calling you what? The Balls or the Ballers? I mean, there's already a guy named Ben Baller, which really sucks because that's kind of a cooler version of my name. And he's like a sneakerhead, I think. He's like no, he's like a jewelry guy, I think. He like hooks up like rappers with like really nice jewelry and shit. Anyway, his name's Ben Baller. Fuck that guy. How exactly do you do collabs with the other content creators? Do you call each other and decide to videos for both channels? Because it seems like you all live together at all times. So Ronaldo, I am back in Toronto, so I'm not in LA anymore. But for a time, I was out there, and I lived about a 10-minute walk away from plenty, like tons of some of my favorite YouTubers, which was an amazing experience. I'm trying to get back there as soon as I can. And basically, the way it would work is you just would, yeah, you'd message somebody and say, hey, I'm trying to film something. You try and give them a bit of heads up and you say, do you want to meet me? And you make it a reasonable time, noon, and you just show up and you start filming. You bring your equipment to be nice as much as you can. I would like meet up with Joel and I'd bug him for his equipment almost every time because he just has nicer mics than me. So that was the one, you try not to impede on their time and stuff, but sometimes it's hard to avoid. And yeah, and then vice versa, Joel or somebody would be like Trent would be like, hey, let's swap. And some days you'd have a shoot swap and you do like 5 hours of just like filming one thing, taking a break, and then filming theirs. And then you take time to edit, of course, alone after that. But yeah, it's so fun. I mean, it's just, you don't shoot all the time. It'll be like it'll be like 2-3 days out of the week, maybe. And I think I just shot one video a week. I would never have backups. I would never have anything on the back burner. So it would just be shooting, editing, getting it out. I would be releasing. I think I was releasing on Saturdays while I was out there. So I just like Thursdays and Saturdays or something. And so after the Saturday, you get your one day of like, okay, break. And then the next day you're already like, fuck, what am I going to make for next week? And then you just start sending those texts out again. Less than 200 to 3K. Yo, yeah, what's up? No name. So we're 60 from 3K. We are 60 subscribers away from 3K. Actually 54 now after this. So get your friends to sub. Just send your favorite video of mine around, just so I can get, if you don't mind, just so I can get to that 3,000. I don't think we'll get to it this stream right now, but even just over the next little bit. Bye, Peter. Thank you for being awesome as well, Peter 5.0. You're the best. What's my side hustle when I don't do videos? That's what I'm trying to figure out now. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting motivated to have a side job and also finding one. I've worked in the restaurant industry for like 10 years as like a server and busser and all that stuff, on and off, not 10 years straight. But now I'm back here, and right before LA, I was a host for a channel called Top 10 Nerd, which is like a subsidiary of Top 10 Most Amazing, which is like that big channel. You've probably seen all those videos, Top 10. And they had like a nerd one for comic book lovers. And to be honest, I joined not knowing anything about comic books, but I did my best to learn. I ended up learning a shit ton. So that was a side hustle for a bit, and I got to still perform and be paid for it. But now I'm back and I'm working as a pedal pub operator. I just got a job. So I'm going to be riding one of those pedal pub things where everybody cycles like it's a bike, like everybody's around a bar that moves, and I drive it and I bring them to breweries and stuff. It's not going to be a ton of work, but I need some money, and I'm hoping I could like support the channel. Like if I could be making money from the channel and work a side job to the channel to support it, that would be ideal. But right now I kind of just have to get like a full on job to make money. So that's why I'm hoping the channel can get me some money too, so I don't have to only work side jobs. Thank you for the question. What else here? Yeah. Yo, balls are pretty funny and cool. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so all the fans are a ball sack, or the ball sack. Okay, welcome everybody. It's the ball sack here in the chat. Ben Balls versus Ben Baller. Name is roasting me again, bro. No, Ben Baller is not fire. Ben Balls is way sicker, bro. You no longer live in Trent's old apartment. No, I don't, Lur. I do not. I had 6 months there, and then I moved out. I had to come home because I didn't want to overstay my welcome and be kicked out of the US. I was there for a very legal and good amount of time, and I couldn't work or anything while I was over there either, so I ran out of money. I just saved up a bunch of money to be able to afford rent while I was out there and kind of visited. But yeah, it was all just pro bono, helping people and stuff, because it would be illegal otherwise. So I didn't do any of that stuff, but I had to move back because eventually, if the government found out I was over there for any longer than I was allowed to be as a visitor from Canada, they would kick me out forever. So I don't want to never be able to go back to the United States. Yeah, and so that answers your question as well, white persuasion. Yeah, so so how I decided to go to LA was I was in my mom's house which I'm back in right now, and I was feeling a little bit pent up and a little bit I guess I was like lacking motivation. I was just kind of in a rough headspace creatively and kind of getting impatient. I'm still a bit impatient, but in LA it was a lot easier, and that's why I went, because I figured it would be a lot easier to I don't know, to just feel like I'm fitting in with a group of people who are like minded and doing the same thing. Like here in Toronto, there's like very little YouTube community, because the way I imagine it is that Canadians, in any respect, it's probably the same with YouTube, is they leave Canada once they make it, right? So there's not a lot here, and there's some people, there's some what's his name, Curtis Connors, I don't know. He's in Toronto and he has like millions of subs, and he probably just keeps to himself, like because he makes that style of videos. He's not going to go around and make movies like short films with me. So it's hard. I'm trying to find some people to make stuff with. So that was part of it, is I was leaving because I love my friends here in Toronto, but all of them are doing other things in TV and stuff and performance, but none of them are doing like the weekly shorts. So I started being, that unemployed friend at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, being like, hey, let's film something. And they'd be like, I can pencil you in for 2 weeks from now if you want to shoot on a Sunday. And I'm like, well, Joel, Trent, and the gang out there, and Dimitri and all them are making stuff all the time. So I'm going to see what that's like. So I made it work, figured it out. And it was probably one of the best things I've ever done. Will you keep this live stream up on your channel? I think, yeah, I will. Yes, I will keep this live stream up on my channel. Ronaldo, thank you. The ball bag. Let's go. The ball bag. That's good. I like that. The ball bag is here. I'll switch between the ball sack and the ball bag depending on how I'm feeling. Oh, my bad. I misread. I always share your vids. You thanked my friend Guido Ferrero. That was very wholesome. I told him. Oh, great. I'm glad. How hot did that apartment get in the sun? Very, very hard, but I went very hot. But I went in September or October, so it got cool quickly. But yeah, there was about a month there where it was like almost unbearably hot in Trent's apartment. They didn't have it. There's no AC over there for some reason. Ben Ball, you better thank me or your smile will be so bad forever. No, Thiago Feltrin. Thank you, Thiago Feltrin. Thank you. I don't know if you're in my subscriber thing. Matt Colbo in Newfoundland is an anomaly. Oh, is he a Canadian YouTuber? Is it Sweaty in the Ball Bag Gang? Oh, you're welcome, Thiago. Oh, he's a sketch boy. Damn, really? I also am so fucking YouTube stupid. Like, I don't know the YouTube world like very well. I don't know. People always be like, "Oh, you know that guy?" And it'll be like some massive YouTuber, and I'll be like, "I don't know." And I just feel like I'm 90 years old. Out in the boonies. Damn, we should go out there, Alex. We should go out there and try and pester him. Another question: how's your editing process like? Do you trim a lot of the raw footage or dissect it in scenes and goes one by one? Yeah, my editing process, honestly, I editing is like I'm quite experienced with editing, but it's kind of my least favorite part because it's like I like putting together puzzles, which is basically what editing is, especially when you've shot a bunch of stuff and you haven't and you're not looking at a script. You know, traditionally you have a script and then you look at the script and you look at the what's it called? The script coordinator keeps like a page in proper film and TV where it'll kind of be a pre-edit and it'll tell you what takes are the best. So then you go through the takes and you go, okay, I remember that one's supposed to be good because the script coordinator said that. And then you go and you're making an easier puzzle because it's got a script, it's got these notes from the script coordinator who was on set going, that was a good one, director like that one. But when it's me, obviously I have none of those people. So I'm sitting down sometimes with a lot of footage and the reason why I'm not a fan of it is because you're cutting together this massive puzzle with these like big confusing pieces, and not only that, but you are the person in the puzzle pieces, and sometimes you're not feeling yourself and you're watching yourself and going, fuck, this isn't good, or even if it's untrue, or oh, I look stupid, or no, that wasn't a good take. And so there's this kind of like other angle to it where for me I'm a little self critical, and so I'll be on the days where I'm maybe not psyched about what I shot or just having a rough day, it's hard to edit. I just find that quite hard. But in terms of forget the sappy stuff, in terms of like actually just like what I do, I take all the clips. Okay. I link the audio, but these days I record with a lab that records right into the camera. So I don't need to do that. I color code all the different characters I play or other people play. So I'll color code all of it. I'll lay it out all in a thing. I put some filters over the audio to make the audio sound nicer. I color correct everything. I learned this all from Joel actually recently. And color correct everything so that when I start cutting it up, I don't have to go back. I used to color correct at the end, which was stupid because then you have to find which part you're color correcting. You do it at the beginning, so it's all nice and colored at the start. And then you just start chopping out dead space and you turn it into like a super cut of all the takes. And then sometimes I'll even organize the takes into things, into topics, or like the way I say certain things. I'll like organize that even just so that when the final process of putting it all together happens, it's quick. And then you start compiling it, and you have a couple sequences. I open at least one other sequence, and I draw from the sequence into another sequence called compile. And I start editing everything that way. And then at the end, you add these like cross dissolves on the audio to make it not pop and stuff. And that's how I do it. And then at the very end, you just export it and you take little screenshots and you make a thumbnail in Photoshop as it's exporting typically, and brighten everything, make the thumbnail nice and bright and HD and stuff, and that's it. I hope that answered your question. Have you ever tried going to castings like for sitcoms or something similar? Yeah, I have an agent right now. It's a bit of a journey into that kind of thing. I would love to get cast. Actually, one of my like life goals and one thing that I think I'd be that I do well at is like an ensemble cast of some kind, like in a sitcom or something. Like I would love to do that, but it's unfortunately a little tougher, easier said than done. First of all, because the casting process is really intense and you have to get very lucky to have like a big show casting, especially in your area, and for your agent to have access to like to be able to cast you, throw you into the pool at least. But the second reason is because sitcoms are kind of not happening right now. Like they're not, and they're, if you can imagine, like if you look around, there aren't many sitcoms happening. So it's like a little hard, and traditional TV is having some trouble, and TikTok is like running the show right now. Um, but yeah, and like, single camera drama and dramedy is huge, whereas sitcom, I think, is just not as big a thing. But if I was living back in the 90s, ooh, I would have had a heyday. I would have loved that. So yeah, I have an audition right now that I need to film for like a commercial, and they're mostly commercials. But maybe one day the casting director starts going, hey, maybe, maybe that guy will go for super bad too, and then I'll be out of here, be out of this small one horse town. All right, listen. I feel the same way. Sometimes editing just totally drags. Yeah, dude, totally. It is a bit of a mental block. Um, yeah, releasing videos so slowly. I know. Gonna try the color coding trick. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it is. I'm having a hard time. Oh, thank you, Fabibi. Thank you. It's very nice to hear. That kind of thing actually really helps to hear. Sometimes I'm telling myself the opposite in my head. Totally relate to that. Yeah. Oh, nice. I think I'm gonna try uploading vids. Yeah, name, do it. Yeah, just upload stuff. It's fun. I'm even considering starting another channel, just for fun, and release some stuff that I care a little bit less about and seeing how that feels. Got to run though. Okay, see you, twins. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you, James Marshall. Thank you, Ryan Rockers. Yay! Thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. Thank you for the good luck. Um, so Thiago Feltrin, yeah. So I read your comment, your question here. How do we manage to? I'm doing a Q&A for anyone who's just joined. We're just doing a little Q&A. I already read I already thanked everybody. If you're just joining, drop a comment and I'll thank you too. I'm gonna leave this stream up on my channel. How do you and the other creators manage doing so many different bits and different styles and for different channels in seemingly small amounts of time? Well, yeah, it's very common to see everybody everywhere. So in LA, when I was there, I was explaining this before, you would just film sometimes for each other's channels. So you meet up with each other, you'd film for like an hour, like sometimes a bit more, like a couple hours. And you can usually bust out, like Joel films really fast. I try and film really fast. I'm a bit neurotic about it though, but yeah, I get it done as fast as I can. You just try and keep it loose and fun. And then by the end of the day, if you've met up with somebody and you film something with them, you typically pay each other in helping them with their video. So then they'll make something, right? And then randomly you'll also get reached out to by somebody who's like, hey, tomorrow I need somebody to be in my thing. And they'll be like, if you want to film something, sure. And sometimes you'll be like, well, I just filmed. Maybe I'll film a second thing. So then already in those 2 days I've just described, like I would have been in the first person's video, they would have been in mine. Then the next day I would film something with the next person, with the other person, and then I would have been in theirs. And then they just release separately because you have time to edit. So it feels like you're like, holy shit, these people are everywhere. But really, it was like 2 days of crunch time with your friends. So that's kind of how it works. My sweat lord, Sanostar. Hey, Sanostar, thank you. I see you in the comments all the time. Thank you for the support. The No Dio Hero. The ball rolling. Yeah, I'd love to film. I like to film stuff over Zoom too. Like sometimes, like I had before I moved out to LA, I had done collabs with Joel and Trent already. Um, yeah, and so I've kind of, yeah, you have them zoom in, and as long as the idea kind of warrants some sort of distance like that, then you can make that work, and it's a lot of fun. It actually is like surprisingly works out. Like you just film the screen, and you put the mic up to you don't even have to patch in audio or whatever to do it. It usually turns out fine. So I'm actually considering doing that soon. I'm gonna try and link up with one of those LA gang again to make something, to do another collab on my channel number 5. Well, thank you everyone for joining. I might wrap it up here. Thank you for joining in. If you're just joining, were those for good long pee? Were those for good long peas? Oh, the ones I filmed over FaceTime? No, so that would have been like old Trent. Like I filmed 2 videos with Trent where he's my therapist and both of them. And it's the 2 dishonorable guys video and the screaming to the heavens video. Um, hey, thanks, fun stuff. Thank you so much, fun stuff. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, good long P as well. Yeah, thanks, fun stuff. Yeah, I'll end it on this. I am life is it's I've given myself some time here to. Oh, hey, is that Neil Mirko's brother? Bing bong. Oh, thanks, Goose. Hey, you got it, Fabibi. Hey, what's up, man? Neil, what's up, dude? Hey, Neil, bringing the gang. Hey, welcome to the ball sack, y'all. That's what we decided we're calling my fan base, the ball sack. Ha ha ha! Isn't that appropriate? Thank you, Vinny. It's very nice of you. Thank you for commenting. Yeah, I'll leave it on this. I don't know what you can take away from this, but just so you all know as well, I life sometimes gets in the way of this kind of thing, and I'm gonna keep it up and try and keep like making stuff weekly. But you know, certain things in my life, like personal things, are going on, and it's becoming a little bit harder. Like I've basically committed my whole life to doing weekly shorts and like pushing on YouTube specifically, probably for the last like since the pandemic. So that's like 3 years and a bit before that, but really committing to YouTube for about 3 years straight now. And so that's been like weekly shorts just in that whole time. And I'm 27 now, and I was 23, 24 when I started doing that. And things just kind of changed like in that time. And I'm now like I've been to Vancouver since then. I've lived at my dad's house making stuff. I've lived at my mom's house. I've lived in LA, and now I'm back at my mom's. And I'm out of money now, and things like that get in the way. And so I'm starting to just get a little bit more like stressed about other things in my life that I need to pay attention to. And so I'm sticking obviously to my guns on the channel and stuff, but there's some fatigue setting in a little bit now where I'm trying to I think I'm trying harder than I used to like keep making the stuff happen every week. And I wish I could just have this be a full-time gig and be making money off of it, but that's not quite happening yet. And hopefully I'll look back on this video and laugh and be like, wow, look at this sad piece of shit complaining about his situation. I'm very grateful though. I'm grateful for the work I've been able to do and the support I've been able to get. It's just it takes a lot out of you, and I don't say that very often because it's all goose and gas, but it can be yeah, I can for everybody. I'm not going to name names, but some creators out in LA, we talk about that too. It looks like all sorts of fun, but sometimes it's a little much on your mental. So I'm trying to stick with it. Regardless, I used to make long form stuff more and pitch stuff, and I have a really exciting thing I can't really tell you guys about that I'm working on right now. That's bigger thing that hopefully we'll see the fruits of that labor someday soon. But I might start posting a little less often, maybe once a month, and just try working harder and harder on the videos to make them better, but make them less often, just so I can kind of push myself to focus on things outside of YouTube as well, like I used to. Because as you can imagine, weekly shorts kind of takes up a good brunt of the time creatively and creative energy. So I just thought I'd share that with y'all. I don't want to complain too much because it is a lot of fun doing this stuff. Oh, Thiago, I will keep doing it and you can join or else. Okay, I understand. Okay, is each member of the ball bag a ball or a B ball or a Ben ball? A Benoit ball, maybe. Benoit ball is a sex toy, isn't it? I found that out one time and it really upset me because I was like, wow. Or actually, it made me happy, very happy. And you know why? Because in school, I dodged a bullet. Nobody knew that a Benoit ball was a sex toy that goes in your ass. It's a sex toy thing of balls that you pull out of your asshole like that, and that's called the Benoit balls. and nobody thought to make fun of me for that in middle school. And so my life was spared. And jokes aside, take care. Oh, thanks, Thiago. Love to see this stuff. I hope you're not burning yourself. I'm not burning out. I had a point where I was much closer to burnout than now, and I'm not. But I'm just trying to be nice for myself and avoid that. So thank you. Seriously, once a week is hella work. Think about bigger and time investment, which supports health benefits. Keep strong, take your time. Thanks, Fabi B. Appreciate it. Yeah, weekly shorts is a good chunk. Oh, Ellie, can't wait for you to hit that 3K. Yay, thanks. Thank you, Ellie. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Take it easy if that's where you're going. If you're going now. Okay, Lana Sif. Huh? Or is that a huh? Or a huh? Anyhow, I just wanted to give you that little update, and if that helps any of you, if y'all are creators, then that's even better. That to know that everybody's struggling, everybody's trying. I'm trying to find the secrets. Oh, thank you, Anthony Ketterling. Wow, thank you for becoming a patron. That's awesome. Instant click. Oh, thanks. I was startled by the mime of the Ben ball. What does that mean? By the mime? Oh, sorry. The Ben balls, yeah. Out of your a-hole. All right, not for children. Hey, thanks, Name. I appreciate that. Sorry, Alana. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I have a video that I'm like halfway done editing right now. I was gonna do it for today, but I was just like so exhausted and forcing it, and so I decided to just connect with y'all instead. So I'm glad I did this instead. But that'll be out soon, whether I wait till next week or if I just drop it sometime this week. I will. It's fun, and I have a good idea for my next one, and life keeps going. Okay, well, I've taken all your thoughts. If you have any final questions or concerns, please don't let it be a concern. If any of you have any concerns at all. What if I said, if any of you have any questions and concerns, and then all of you just sent concerns? That would be upsetting. Like, what? They're all concerns? No questions? I don't know if y'all are noticing, I'm posting a lot of shorts these days. I'm turning my videos into shorts. And it's because everybody says you have to do that. You're supposed to do it. And I'm like, fuck, fine. Even though I prefer long form. I'm not going to say I don't like short form. I just prefer long form. So I'm finally giving in because everybody says do it. So I'm doing it. And so sorry if it's annoying that you're getting a video and you're like, oh, I've seen that. And it's only a version of it, a shorter version of it. I'm just going to be doing that to get some extra people on board. So I hope you don't mind, but I got to do it. Yeah. Ask other questions to ChatGPT. I'm sure you'll get through to me. Thank you, Vinny Farsheds and Lur. Oh, thank you, Lur. Keegan. Oh, did you ask a question? What do you do to stay sane while balancing making a living with making videos? I'd imagine that must be incredibly difficult. Again, major props for sticking to weekly uploads for so long. Thank you. Yeah, it's been about 3 years on 2 different channels. I wish Haunted Wi-Fi was still like part of my channel or something, or I just continued with Haunted Wi-Fi, because it's like more satisfying to see that you have done like 225 videos as opposed to 150 and then 70 over there. Because yeah, it's been a long haul of weekly shorts, and even though it started over there and now I'm doing personal. But yeah, it's a lot. To answer that question, I don't know. So I'm very lucky. Like, I live at my mom's place and she doesn't make me pay rent. And I've been living at my mom's and my dad's, and I haven't been living away from home except when I moved to Vancouver to make Haunted Wi-Fi, and when I moved to LA for 6 months to do this channel up until about a month ago. And those were tougher to pay rent and do this because you had to work. But the first time in Vancouver was during the pandemic. So I was getting stim checks from the government, and they were not letting, and it was too like dangerous to work and shit. So that was an opportunity. And now this is an opportunity living at home. So there's always an opportunity. Like, it's so hard. I can imagine having to pay rent in Toronto, which is like upwards of $2,000 a month, and do this. So the answer is, I don't really, I don't balance it with really strenuous side jobs, but when I have to, and if and when I ever have to, like restaurant work, you just weirdly find the time. If you're busy elsewhere, you kind of like on your off days, you're like feel motivated to just get up and film the thing because you're like, damn, I've been doing shit. I've been in a fucking restaurant. What am I, a server as a professional job? No, fuck that. I'm gonna make a video. And so then you get psyched about making the video, and then you come home, you edit, and you're more tired, but there's still that motivation, and somehow it just happens. But the tougher thing, weirdly, isn't like the logistical time you have to spend to schedule out time to make your video. It's actually more the emotional side of like I was explaining before, like editing your video. And if you're not such a huge fan of what you shot, or if you're like that day, some days I have those feelings where I'm just like, I'm never gonna, like, what am I doing? And then editing is a little less exciting. You're like, fuck, what am I like? Well, I don't know. You just get kind of and then eventually it'll be like a month or two of uploads, and you're like, you have a couple good ones that do better. But then you're like, oh, I haven't been on like a date or like seen my friends in a long time. So there's also that. And that's just practice. That's just over time. You just kind of get more and more used to expanding your bandwidth. But yeah, I'm lucky to make it that it's basically my full-time job right now, making my weekly shorts. I'm suffering by being extremely broke, but that's something I'm willing to give up for now. Thank you, Lur, for the compliment. Sorry for no, I didn't answer that, Keegan. So thanks. You were ChatGPT as well on your video. Yeah, I was ChatGPT in my video. You didn't notice that, Vinny? Yeah, I thought you were referencing my video. Questions, concerns, and cheap shots. We will watch your career with great interest. Oh, thank you, Johnny Jinkle. Thank you. What's Pete Davidson's secret? He's got a big fucking dick, okay? It's probably just his big dick, and then the girls will talk about it. He's got a big dick. He's really confident. Well, that's what it is. That's the secret. I asked because I'm a content marketing manager, so I create a lot of content all the time. So I have a tough time even starting, but I'm pushing through this summer to start creating my own stuff. Cool. Yeah. Just make your first thing. I remember I was on the phone, freaking out early, late 2021. Actually, probably like July or August 2021. I just moved back from Vancouver, and Haunted Wi-Fi, the comedy troupe, had kind of fallen apart. And I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? And I was making these podcast videos on my channel, and they weren't doing very well because obviously I'm just me and I'm just talking for 30 minutes alone. I was just like anything to get my heebie-jeebies out. And I was on the phone with Joel. I was like, yo, what am I doing? I was making this stuff with these guys out in Hollywood, Vancouver, and it's not working anymore. And I'm alone in my mom's house. And he was like, just make weekly shorts. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't know why I didn't say, what do you mean? I'd been doing it, but I was like, yeah, but alone. And he's like, well, take your characters you did for these ASMR. I used to do these ASMR parody videos where I did character work in ASMR format. And he was like, just turn one of those characters into a vid, like into a sketch, like just write a situation for them and just film it. And I was like, okay. And he's like, play all the characters, just do it alone. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, start with that. I was like, maybe I've been thinking about doing this insecure greaser guy, like one of my early videos. And he was like, go film that right now. And I did. I got off the phone and I filmed it right away. And then that was my first video that I consider that like my first video on this channel, even though I'd done a bunch of ASMR stuff, but that was like the first of me doing weekly shorts. And it was because Joel was just like, fucking do it, man. And so I was thank him. I always thank him for inspiring me to try it alone. So I've been going for a year and a half since then. But thank you, everyone. We got 21 people in the ball sack right now. If anybody else wanted to say any last minute things, I'd love to answer, but I better go to the gym now. Something I also try and fit in as much as I can. And thank you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. That's what this stream is for. It's for thanking everybody who's been part of this. We in this ball sack. What's up, White Persuasion? Let's go. Thank you for sticking in all the way through. Thank you. That sounded weird. Thank you for sticking it out all the way through. That also sounds weird. Yeah, Joel is. I mean, that's pretty obvious at this point. Everybody knows that. I'm getting buffed up. Let's go. Yo, thank you, Sharon Gala. That's very nice of you. I hope so. I'm manifesting it. Thank you, Keegan. Thanks for the question. I really appreciate it. And good luck with your stuff. I'm sure you'll figure it out. It's all about practice and little baby steps until before you know it, you're looking back a year ago and you're like, wow, my bandwidth was so small and now it's wider because I've just been practicing, adding a bit more every day. So that's good. You reach your maximum today. Come back tomorrow. Okay. Thanks, Fabibi. Thanks, everybody. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you, Lur. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Okay. Donate if you can. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Goose. Are you living in Toronto? Wow. Thanks, Goose. Yes, absolutely. Thanks, everyone. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.